Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Monday. We got 13 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 20.1K subs, guys, so keep that up. And check out all my betting links in the description below. Really great promos, especially with BetMGM. Get up to 1,500 in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't hit. So go ahead and hop in there. Other great promos, baseball boosts, and MLB on all of these sites in the description below. Get you some profit boost and go ahead and hit that parlay today. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Big slate today as we open up the week. 13 matchups. Starting with the Chicago White Sox versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at minus 230. The White Sox plus 190 with the over-under at 7.5. White Sox coming into this matchup 1-8. Cleveland 7-2. This is the only game on the slate. I can't find who is pitching for the White Sox. It is undecided, so be sure to check that info when that does get released. Pitching for the Guardians is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 10.80. McKenzie, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. White Sox on a 4-game losing streak, getting swept in a series against the Royals. They did not look good in that series. Cleveland, they're on a 4-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Twins wins. They're playing very well. White Sox 1-11 in their last 12. It's just been brutal for the White Sox here. The under's hit in Cleveland's 5 of their last 6 against the White Sox. So maybe the under is a play today. And I just don't have much confidence in the White Sox. They've looked horrible. Guardians are hot. I'll take Cleveland at home. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 155. The Marlins plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 1-9. The Yankees 8-2. Pitching for the Marlins is Jesus Luzardo with an ERA of 4.35. Pitching for the Yankees is Nestor Cortez with an ERA of 6.30. Luzardo, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Cortez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Miami coming off their first win of the season, a big win against St. Louis 10-3. Yankees coming off back-to-back Toronto wins. Miami, 2-4 against the Yankees. They haven't been good against New York. The under's hitting the Yankees 5 of their last 7 against Miami. Maybe the under could be a play. To me, not much confidence off Miami. They've been horrible. Yankees are playing very well to start the season. And I think I'm gonna roll. I think Cortez has a much better game on this time on the mound, and I'm gonna take the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we've got the Detroit Tigers versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home favorites at minus 125. The Tigers plus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 6-3. The Pirates 8-2. Pitching for the Detroit is Reese Olson with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 6.55. Olson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Keller, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Detroit on a 2-game losing streak, coming off an Oakland loss. Back-to-back bad losses against the A's there for Detroit. And then Pittsburgh, back-to-back wins against Baltimore. They're playing very well. Detroit, they are 4-1 on the road against Pittsburgh, so they've been good head-to-head. The under's hit in Pittsburgh 6 of their last 8 at home. Maybe the under could be a move here. I am just not in love with Detroit. They've played well, but man, this 2-game stretch coming off Oakland A's losses, back-to-back games. They scored 1 run in 2 games against Oakland. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. But yeah, it's a bad 2-game stretch. I just don't know if I can back them today. Give me the Pirates at home. Next matchup, we've got the Milwaukee Brewers versus Cincinnati Reds. Looks like both teams in a pick'em scenario at minus 110 with the over-under at 9. Brewers coming into this matchup 6-2. The Reds 5-4. Pitching for the Brewers is Aaron Ashby with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Reds is Graham Ashcraft with an ERA of 3.0. Ashby, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Ashcraft, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Milwaukee, coming off a big Mariners win 12-4. They're playing great to start the season. Cincinnati coming off a 3-1 loss against the Mets. The Brewers, they're 6-1 against the Reds, so they've been very good head-to-head. The under's hit in Milwaukee's 5 of their last 5 on the road against the Reds. Maybe the under could be some kind of play here. And, yeah, pretty even matchup. Both pitchers giving up. Actually, Ashby making his debut. Ashcraft looked good in his debut, 2 runs, but Ashby's been pretty decent. Didn't play last year, played 2022. This one's a tough one here. In a true pick'em scenario, I think I'm gonna take a shot with the Brewers. They've been 6-1 against Cincinnati. They've been pretty dominant. 7-2 on the road, so we know they can get the wins on the road here. I'm gonna take the Brewers on the road in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Seattle Mariners versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -120. Seattle +100 with the over/under at 8. Seattle coming into this matchup 4-6. Toronto also 4-6. Pitching for Seattle is Luis Castillo with an ERA of 6.75. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 2.25. Castillo, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Barrios, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Seattle coming off a bad Brewers loss. Toronto coming off back-to-back Yankees losses. Seattle is 10-3 against Toronto. They've been good head-to-head here. The under's hit in Seattle 7 of their last 9 on the road against Toronto. Maybe the under could be a play. Yeah, both teams, struggling. Seattle, been a rough stretch for them, but see it's a winnable game for Seattle, and I'll take a shot with the Mariners +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -230. The Mets +190 with the over/under at 10. Mets coming into this matchup 3-6. The Braves 6-2. Pitching for the Mets is Julio Teheran with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton with an ERA of 0. Teheran, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 9 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Morton, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. And Teheran, that was last season. He has not pitched this season yet. Morton looked really good in his debut this season, giving up no runs. The Mets coming off a Cincinnati win, playing well this last week, 3-1 in their last 4. Braves on a 3-game winning streak, coming off that 3-game Arizona sweep. The Mets 3-14 against Atlanta, 1-9 on the road against Atlanta. They have not been good against the Braves here. And yeah, I like the Braves. Like Charlie Morton on the mound. Looked great in his debut, and I'm going to take the Braves at home. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Minnesota Twins. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -140. The Twins +115 with the over/under at 8.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 8-4. The Twins 3-4. Pitching for the Dodgers is James Paxton with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 54. Paxton, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Ober, yeah, his first start against the Royals, he pitched 1 inning and gave up 8 runs. It was a brutal game for Ober. Dodgers coming off a bad Cubs loss, 8-1. Minnesota coming off back-to-back Cleveland losses here. 1-4 in their last 5. They're not really playing well. LA 12-1 against Minnesota. They've been very good head-to-head. 5-0 on the road against the Twins here. And the over's hit in 4 of the last 5 between the two, so maybe the over could be a play today. And yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot with the Dodgers on the road here. I do not love Ober on the mound. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Looks like both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 9. Phillies coming into this matchup 4-5. The Cardinals Cardinals 5-5. Pitching for the Phillies is Spencer Turnbull with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 6.10. Turnbull, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Mikolas, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Philly, coming off a Washington loss. St. Louis coming off a bad Marlins loss. The Phillies 7-1 against the Cardinals here, 4-1 on the road against the Cardinals. They've been very good against the Cardinals here. The under's hit in 14 of St. Louis's last 20 against Philadelphia, so maybe the under could be a play. Yeah, they've been dominant against the Cardinals here in a pick'em scenario. I don't know, pretty even pitching matchup. Turnbull did look really good in his debut, not giving up any runs. And we're going to take the better team that's just been better head-to-head in a pick'em scenario, and we're going to take the Phillies on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Houston Astros versus the Texas Rangers. Houston opening up as road favorites at -135. The Rangers +115 with the over-under at 9. Houston coming into this matchup 3-7. The Rangers 6-3. Pitching for the Astros is Framber Valdez with an ERA of 2.19. Pitching for the Rangers is Andrew Heaney with an ERA of 1.93. Valdez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Heaney, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Houston coming off a Rangers win yesterday, 3-1. Played very well yesterday. Great pitching from Blanco. Rangers couldn't get nothing going hitting yesterday. I think it definitely had to do with pitching. Houston is 14-3 on the road against the Rangers. That's where they've been very good, but so far this season, it's just been rough for Houston. We'll see if they can build something up, get something going. The overs hit in the Rangers 10 of their last 14 against Houston. We'll say low scoring game yesterday. I think we get a lot more hits from the Rangers today, and I like a bounce back. Give me the Rangers +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we've got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Colorado Rockies. Arizona opening up as road favorites at -200. The Rockies +160 with the over-under at 11. Arizona coming into this matchup 4-6. The Rockies 2-8. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 0.82. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 27. Gallen, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Freeland, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Arizona on a 4-game losing streak right now, coming off a bad Braves series. Colorado coming off back-to-back Tampa Bay losses. It's been brutal for Colorado here. The over sit in Arizona's 5 of their last 7 on the road against Colorado, so maybe the over could be a play. The over is always a great play in Colorado just because of the field here. Freeland, did not look good in his debut, giving up 7 runs. Actually, not his debut. His first 2 starts of the season, guys, he gave up 10 runs and 7 runs. His Gallen's only given up 1 run in 2 starts. I just don't love the Rockies here. Give me the Diamondbacks on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Los Angeles Angels. Rays opening up as road favorites at -150. The Angels +125 with the over-under at 8.5. Rays coming into this matchup 5-5. The Angels 5-4. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Eflin with an ERA of 5.25. The Angels does Tyler Anderson with an ERA of 0. Eflin, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Anderson, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Tampa Bay coming off back-to-back Rockies wins. Angels coming off a bad Boston loss, 12-2. Tampa Bay, they are 9-2 against the Angels. The over's hit in 6 of their last 7 against the Angels, so maybe the over could be a play today. Yeah, they've been dominant head-to-head. I'm just not in love with the Angels. They haven't played horrible, but I don't know. I'm just not in love with them here, and I'm going to take the Rays on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -130. The Cubs +115 with the over-under at 7.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 6-3. The Padres 5-7. Pitching for the Cubs is Javier Assad with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Padres is Yu Darvish with an ERA of 2.30. Assad, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Darvish, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. The Cubs coming off a big Dodgers win, 8-1. Playing well. They look pretty good in that Dodgers series. Padres, they've just been spotty and have not played well. Coming off a Giants loss, haven't really built up a winning streak at all this season. The under's hitting the Cubs 4 of their last 5 against the Padres here. I'm just not sold on the Padres. Cubs coming off a nice Dodgers series. Give me the Cubs +1.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as big home favorites at -245. The Nationals +200 with the over-under at 8. Washington coming into this matchup 3-6. The Giants 4-6. Pitching for the Nationals is Trevor Williams with an ERA of 3.38. Pitching for the Giants is Blake Snell with an ERA of 0. Williams, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Snell, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Snell making his first start of the season this year. Washington coming off a Philly win. Giants coming off a Padres win. Washington 6-1 straight up against San Francisco, so they've been good head-to-head. The over's hit in 4 of their last 6 on the road against the Giants here. I don't know, not too sold on the Giants. They haven't really played that amazing. Neither has Washington. And to pay -250 plus on this Giants team, I just don't know if it's a good value. Give me the Nationals +1.5 on the road here. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.